my executive director. His name is David Miller, and I think he has a couple words to say to you.
Sure, why not?
Why
not? And
Why
please,
not?
while we're speaking, please continue to eat, all right?
Yes.
That's designed to do that. So welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for coming in today. This is a really exciting time for us. We are finally ready and able to move forward. And so I've talked to several of you today. I need to get away from that microphone. I've talked to several of you today that are real anxious about learning more information. So you came to the right event, and you'll actually have some homework when you walk out of here. So lots of good information to be shared. And please be ready with your questions too. So we want to answer as many as we can in this large environment like this. Otherwise, we'll answer quite a few in some one-on-one appointments. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Pauline. But thank you again very much. Welcome.
Thank you, David. And I'd like to introduce my fantastic team. I have the greatest sales team on the earth. That's what I think, and that's what I know. So I'd like to introduce my sales team. I'll just start right here in the front with Katie Kubinski. Katie, a lot of you know Katie. She is a sales counselor, and she's been with Friendship Village just a little over a year. Many, many years of sales in the senior industry experience, though. Very highly qualified. I am blessed to have her here with us. And Julie Bliven, she is another sales counselor, and many of you know her. She's been on the sales team for, 3 years now, been at Friendship Village for 9 years. She started out in the transportation department. And I have standing in the back, Louise, wave your arm, Louise Boyle. She is our moving coordinator. She's going to become your best friend. When you pick out your apartment and you start making all your selections, she's going to become your best friend. She has been at Friendship Village for 13, almost 14 years now. And she and I have been together since I've been here. And next to her, we have Renee Ryan. She is another wonderful blessing on our sales team. She is our administrative assistant. So she kind of is the glue. She keeps us all together and keeps us sane and keeps us organized. And Renee's been with us for a little over 4 months. She's been at Friendship Village, though, for 7 years. She started out in the culinary department and then moved into the reception area, and then I stole her into the sales department. My name is Pauline Drake, and I have been at Friendship Village for almost 10 years. Been the sales director here, and I have loved every second of it. This has been my favorite job my whole entire life, so I feel very honored to be here and to be working with all of you here. On your tables, there are some pens and paper. It's over here. And we're going to go through the presentation today. And if you could jot down your questions as you go along. We are going to have a break. And then that's when dessert will be served. And then that's when we'll have our question and answer time. Okay? I'm going to try to be as thorough and as detailed as I can during the presentation, but I know you're going to have lots of questions, so please just write those down, and then we'll have a big group question and answer session. Okay? So I will get started. Am I on? All right, time to take action. First of all, why would anybody want to choose Friendship Village? Well, we have a lot of reasons here for you. Life Care Type A, Masterpiece Living, 5-star CMS rating, and we are a certified center for successful aging. So, hopefully everybody has gone through a Life Care 101, or you have had an appointment with either Julie, Katie, or I to learn about Life Care. So Life Care in a nutshell, it means that a person's future nursing care costs are all included in your costs. Future nursing care costs are taken care of. They're included, along with your monthly fees. Now, Life Care Type A is very unique to the state of Minnesota. It's so unique that Friendship Village is the only not-for-profit life care provider in the state of Minnesota. Friendship Village is the only not-for-profit life care provider in the state of Minnesota. Very unique. So it's an honor. I always say it's a privilege to be able to have a life care type A contract. We call it an estate preservation plan. It's very unique. Masterpiece Living and Certified Center for Successful Aging, that's really hard to say. Those two go together. So Masterpiece Living is an organization that we have partnered with to provide all the tools and the activities and everything that we have here for our residents to live successfully. Now, who wants to live successfully or who wants to live unsuccessfully? Masterpiece Living has certified Friendship Village as a center for successful living, aging. We are the only senior community in the Midwest, in the entire Midwest, that has this certification. Again, this is an amenity that's free to our residents. It's free to you, giving you all the tools and all the activities and everything for a person to age successfully. For example, on our calendar in the month of March, we have 142 different activities to choose from. Now, an activity is not just like, okay, let's go play bingo. They're intellectual. They're physical. They feed your spiritual side, intellectual side, physical, and social needs. It all comes in a nice little package for you. So Masterpiece Living and Certified Center for Successful Aging. Well, how about 5-star CMS rating? That talks about our healthcare center. Now we know, maybe you know, that we are getting a brand new healthcare center. State-of-the-art, beautiful healthcare center. And to partner that with a 5-star CMS rating is fantastic. Now, what does 5-star CMS mean to you? CMS is Certified Medicare Services. Now, that's a state organization, and they go across the state, and they have to survey every single skilled nursing care center. 5-star out of 5-star is the best rating that they can get, that we can get. So a story to go along with that. A state surveyor, she goes around across the state and she surveys all these communities, right? She told her mom that she's not allowed to live anywhere else except for Friendship Village. Now, this is a state surveyor that she visits all kinds of communities, and that's where she told her mom that's where she was going to live. So 5-star CMS rating, it's the best that you can get. So, now what kind of action steps is Friendship Village going to take here in the near future? We have some things in plan, right, for this redevelopment. Our first step, we hope to start construction this year, June of 2018. The first step that we have to do is to tear down the insurance building. Now, if you drove in from Highwood Drive, that there is an insurance building there, that's the first thing that's going to be taken down. That's the very first step. Right after that, in that same property, that's where we're going to be building the 42 assisted living apartments and the 32 memory care apartments. A brand new building. We are expanding those areas. 42 assisted living and 32 memory. Step number 3. That's when we're going to start constructing the 98 apartment residential living building. And I'll show you where that's going to be located. That's our third step. So right here, this is where the insurance building is, right here at the bottom, right here in corner. I don't know if you can see my little red pointer here. It's not very bright, sorry. This is the insurance building, and that's the first thing that's going to be taken down, and that's where the new assisted living and memory care is going to be built. Then this red building over here, this is where the new residential building is going to be. This is a 2-story, and then at the transition it's 3-story, and then down along here it's going to be 5 stories. So 2, and then 3 at the corner, and then 5 stories. 98 apartments. This is our existing structure here. If you're familiar with our campus, we have the B wing, G wing. This is the fitness center, if anybody uses the fitness center. Our Y wing, Friendship Hall. This is where we're sitting right now, is Friendship Hall. But you can see the new building is going to be connected right here. So right through, there's a sunroom over there. There's going to be a connection. It's going to be a skyway. So the road will still be there, and as the skyway is going to be built connecting it to here. So you don't have to worry about going outside to get to the main building, to get to this area here. It's all connected. And then down here, this is where the new healthcare center is going to be built. So our step number 4, move the residents from assisted living into the memory care. So once that building is done, all the residents are going to move to the new building. And then we're going to tear down the existing assisted living and memory care area and then build the new skilled nursing wing. So in this area right here, this new healthcare center, this is where the existing memory care is. The residents are going to be moved over here when this is done. And then the existing assisted and memory care, this is going to be torn down, and this is where the new, brand new healthcare center will be built. So the entire healthcare area is going to be brand new. Okay? Kind of making you dizzy? All right, now some steps for you to take. Your action plan. Is your physical up to date? We want to make sure that your physical is less than 1 year. Okay, so if you don't have that done, please make sure that that is complete. Because we will, when you select an apartment, we will be scheduling medical qualification appointments. So we will be asking for some materials, some records from your physician. So please make sure that you have a current physical already on file. And if you don't, please make that appointment so it doesn't delay any part of the process. And then 10% of your entrance fee. When you select an apartment and you say, all right, Katie, Julie, or Pauline, I want this apartment and I want that floor plan. We're going to ask you to sign a reservation agreement and pay 10% of the entrance fee. So where is that money going to be coming from? So I'm asking you to please make sure, have a plan. Where is that going to be coming from? Because you're going to be allowed about 48 hours to say, yes, we want this apartment. This is going to be a fast process. So that's why we're trying to prepare you along the way, so it's not a surprise at the end. So it's going to be about a 48 hours. So many times it takes longer than 48 hours to move funds from one account to another. So we're asking you to do this now. Have a plan in place. So together, what are we going to do? So move. We're not asking you to move quite yet. The sales team is going to be moving. Because there's construction here, we want a very pleasant atmosphere to have our appointments where you're going to be meeting us. We are going to be moving right down the road in the Anderson Lake Center, 9855 West 78th Street, Suite 360. You can see it right here. Here's Friendship Village. go around 1, 2, 3 roundabouts. And it's the second building on the left. First building is the Cabriole Center, and then the second is the Anderson Lake Center building. It's like less than a mile. It's about a half a mile, very close to here. So that's where the sales team is going to be. All right, starting in April, we are going to be scheduling apartment selection appointments. This is going to be according to your priority number. If you don't know your priority number, we'll give you that information. Don't worry about that. So we're going to be doing this in increments. The first priority numbers are going to be the first appointments. We're going to be mailing letters and trying to give you at least 2 to 3 weeks notice ahead of time. But what if I'm out of town, Pauline? What happens? Don't worry about that. We want you to keep this appointment. We can have our appointment via Skype or FaceTime. We are going to be able to share our computer, our screen. So if you have if you're going to be going out of town, make sure that you take your laptop or your iPad or something with a screen big enough, not your cell phone, because we're going to be able to share our screen with you. We want to be able to show you the floor plans and show you where the apartments are located. So you're going to want to have a screen large enough, okay? So don't worry if you're out of town. We want you to keep your appointment. Now, if you can't make your appointment, we will reschedule it. But just keep in mind that the priority numbers are going to keep moving. So you may lose your spot. People will be getting ahead of you. So that's why we want to send out our appointment selection appointment letters at least 2 to 3 weeks ahead so you can make a plan. Okay? And then if you select an apartment, we're going to ask you to sign a reservation agreement and then put down your 10%. Now, you're going at your appointment, you are going to be allowed to hold an apartment, but only one apartment. You can't be holding 5 apartments. Oh, I don't know if I want that one or that one or that one. You can put a hold on one apartment for 24 hours. Go home, talk about it, think about it. Then you can call us and say, okay, yes, we're going to take it. And then that's when we'll ask you, we'll set up another appointment so you can sign your reservation agreement and put down your 10%. Or, right there on the spot, you can put down your 10%. Your 10% deposit, 10% of the entrance fee, is fully refundable. So if you are very certain that you want this apartment, I wouldn't hesitate. Grab it while you can, because you don't know who's next door. If you're meeting with me, you don't know who's next door in Katie's office or Julie's office. They're vying for that same apartment. So if you know that you want it, grab it while you can, because you may lose it. All right, as I mentioned, your 10% deposit, 10% of the entrance fee, is fully refundable at any time. All right, your medical qualifications. Now, once you select your apartment, pay your 10% and sign your reservation, then we have to go through some medical qualifications. Any person who gets a Life Care Type A contract must be independent, must be able to take care of themselves all by themselves. Okay? So like I said earlier, we're going to be asking you for some information from your physician, and then we will schedule an appointment with our assessment team, and it's just a conversation. It's fairly easy. Now, let's say, the building's not going to open until 2020, right? You passed your physical, your assessment, and what if something happens in the meantime while you're waiting for the building to be open? You can come and use our healthcare center, and you'll be paying the market rate at that time. And then as soon as the building is open and available for you to move in, you can pay the remaining 90%, and then you'll turn into a life care resident. The market rate will go away, and then you'll be paying the life care rate. Okay? So if something happens while the building is being built, it's okay. You're still qualified to move into the building when it opens as a life care resident. So then, we're going to be doing this simultaneously, the medical qualifications as well as the financial qualifications. We are going to be asking you for some financial information. We're going to be asking you for 2 years' worth of taxes and copies of your financial records. Now, before you leave, there is an envelope with your name out there. Right where you checked in, there's envelopes with your name. And all the forms to get started are in this envelope. So please grab one of these before you go. Your name is on there. All right? In these envelopes are letters to your physician. There's a packet of all the medical information papers that you're going to need. There's also a confidential data application. This is the financial application that you're going to need to fill out. And it has a list of all the forms that we are going to need copies of. It's listed right on there. Now, if you want to fill these out right away and turn them in, that's great. All it's going to do is speed up the process, right? Also on there is a blank reservation agreement. I want you to become familiar with this document because this is what we're going to be asking you to sign. I don't like people signing a document that they're not familiar with. So this is for you to take home, read it over, give it to your kids, give it to your lawyer, whoever needs for you to see it. So then when you are ready to select your apartment, you're already familiar with this document. Then you feel very comfortable signing it. Nobody likes to sign a document that they're not comfortable with, right? So please become familiar with this document. And that's that's in there, right, Renee? So those documents. Also, before you leave, is this green book. Now, this green book has pictures of all the floor plans, which we're going to go through here in just a minute. All right, so make sure that you grab one of these as well. One thing that I do want to note, when you take this home and you look at the floor plans, you're not going to see dimensions of the rooms. You're going to see square footage of every apartment, but the room dimensions are not in there yet. Now, why would that be? They're still finalizing all of the floor plans. So please be patient and know that when you have your apartment selection appointment, we will present you with floor plans with all the dimensions on there. The dimensions will be available to you at your apartment selection appointment. Okay? Current rooms. What do you mean by current rooms?
This is all just relating to the new building.
Correct. All right. So now you've selected your apartment, you've paid your 10%, you've gone through the medical qualification and financial qualification. So now we have a good year and a half, maybe 2 years, until 2020, until the building opens. So what happens then in the future? We are going to be inviting you to different kinds of events. One of them is going to be right-sizing events. Maybe you know it as downsizing. We call it right-sizing. We're going to have a lot of resources available for you to how to help clean out your garage. What are the best things to bring with you? So we're going to have a lot of these resources, and you're going to be invited to all of these events, okay? Design appointments. This is where I told you you're going to be best friends with Louise. We're going to be scheduling appointments with you for you to select your countertops and your paint colors and your carpets. You're going to have design appointments with Louise. All right? So that is, again, in the future. Please don't worry about it right now. We've got to get through the next steps. Preparing your home for sale. Let's get that done. Sometimes it can be a big job. There's people who's lived in their home more than 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You have a lot of work to do. 50 years in the same house, that's a lot of work. 60 years. Even if you've been in your home 20 years. I've been in my house 25 years. It's a lot. It takes a lot. So please start now. Now the building is going to be ready in 2020. I can't give you a date now. We have no idea how the construction process is going to go. We hope to give you a 6-month notice. Sorry, this keeps going down. We hope to give you a 6-month notice as to when your apartment is going to be ready. Not everybody is going to be moving in at the same time. That would be so chaotic. So it's got to be very strategic and planned. So we hope to be able to schedule your move-in, and we hope to be able to tell you good 6 months in advance, 3 to 6 months. I'm not even sure. All right, so you will know. Securing your final payment. Now, we talked about loosening the funds for your 10%. What about the remaining 90%? A lot of you are going to be like, well, I'll just sell my house. Great. That's a great plan. Please, please, please have a plan B. What if we're ready for you to move in and your house hasn't sold yet? Please prepare yourself for that what if situation. Okay? And planning your move. Again, we're going to have some events. Hopefully we can introduce you to some realtors. We have some resources for you. We have a company that can help you with some of these things. We will have these resources for you. We want you to be able to know your realtor before it's time. So when we tell you, oh, you're going to be ready to move in on X date, you can tell your realtor, oh, I'm going to be moving on X date, and then you can plan backwards, and then he or she going to know when to put your house on the market. All right? Being very strategic and having a plan. That's what's going to make this whole entire transaction less of a headache. And we're going to try to help you every step of the way. I'm not going to pack your boxes for you, but we can try to help you in other ways. All right. And then sometime in 2020, living and loving life at Friendship Village. So, why are you here today? What is it that you really want to see? Right? This is what you've been waiting for. Drum roll. Floor plans and pricing. All right, let's start with the 1-bedrooms. We are going to have 39 1-bedroom apartments. They're going to range from 865 square feet up to about 1120 square feet, 1,120 square feet. That is the size range for the 1-bedrooms. The entrance fees, they're going to start right around $470,000, and they're going to go up to about $670,000. That is the range of the entrance fees. Now, remember, I think I've talked about before in past events, the entrance fee is a return of capital entrance fee. That is the only contract that we have available for the new building, is a return of capital. The monthly service fees associated with the 1-bedrooms, the range is $3,300 to $4,000. Now the monthly fees include the same amenities as they currently do here in the main building, in the current building. Same amenities. 1 meal a day, weekly housekeeping, everything is the same. Nothing's going to change there. All right, here's some floor plans for 1-bedrooms. Can everybody see there? Am I in the way? All right, here's one that's 865 square feet. Here's the front door. Nice sized kitchen, dining room, living room, very open and spacious. And this is a 1.5 bath. So that's the great thing about these 1-bedrooms. You get 1.5 baths. There's a powder room, and then you go through the bedroom, and then a full bathroom. Huge walk-in closet, washer and dryer. Here's the 950 square feet. Again, there's the front door, same concept, looks a little bit longer area in the dining, kitchen, and living room. And then the bedroom, bath, walk-in closet, same 1.5 bath. Another 1.5 bath, this one's 1120 square feet. You can see it's longer, and this one includes a balcony. Right up there. Okay. The square footage is living square feet. All right, 2 bedrooms. We're going to have 59 2-bedrooms. And they're going to range from 1,500 square feet up to a little over 2,000. It's about 2,065 square feet. Okay? Their entrance fees is going to start around $730,000, and it's going to go up to about $960,000. Return of capital. Monthly fees range from $4,300 to $5,500. Now, monthly fees, this is one person. The second person monthly fee is the same as it is in the current building. There's always a second person monthly fee. Today in 2018, that is $1,263. Right? So if there's 2 people, there will be a second person monthly fee. Okay? All right, here's some floor plans for this. For a 2-bedroom, the 1,500 square feet, there's the front door. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So here's the 2 bedrooms, bathroom, full bathroom, walk-in closet, full-size washer and dryer, nice size open kitchen, living room and dining room, and a balcony. It looks like a square balcony. Now all these floor plans are in that green book that you're going to take home too, okay? 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. So this one has an extra half bath right here in the powder room, right by the front door. Front closet, full-size washer and dryer for 1-bedroom, balcony, another kind of a square living room, kitchen, and dining room, and the other bedroom on the other side with another full walk-in closet. Two-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,555 square feet. Looks like a corner one, an L-shaped balcony. Full-size washer and dryer. Here's one at kind of at an angle. This one would be interesting. This is one that would catch my eye. I don't know if people like things. Maybe I'm a little crooked. 55 square feet, 2.5 bath. There's the front door. Walk-in closet at an angle over there. Bathroom, bedroom, balcony. Another 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,580 square feet. This one's more the rectangular shape. The powder room right by the front door again. Huge walk-in closet there. Balcony off of that bedroom by the living room. Another angled one, 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,670 square feet. We're getting really nice size area, really nice size apartments in here. Another huge walk-in closet, full size laundry room. Here's the second bedroom. 1,750 square feet. Another laundry room. 1,860 square feet, so 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath with den. So when they say den, you can use it as whatever you want. Kind of a an optional room, whatever you want it to be. Maybe you want it to be a library. Maybe you want doors in there and you want to make it something else. Again, there's the powder room, bedroom 1, full bathroom, corner balcony. Here's the second bedroom down here. Full-size washer and dryer. This one's a little over 2,000 square feet. Same concept, just a little bit bigger with a den. And then 2,065 square feet. This one's a little bit more horizontal rectangle. Another den, big kitchen, really big size area in there. Lots of room to do lots of things with. Balcony. So how do they look to you? Interesting? All right, we're going to take a little break. I think we're going to clear some plates and serve some dessert. And we have time for some question and answers. It got really quiet there. People are really, really digging in these. Before you ask a question, we have microphones here. So Katie has a microphone, Julie has a microphone, and Louise. So please wait for a microphone before you ask a question.
Underground parking?
Underground parking, yes, there will be underground parking. It is not automatically included. We're still working on all of those details.
How many spaces?
I forgot. I don't remember. There's 98 departments, and there's like close to one-on-one, but it's not one-to-one. It's about 80-some, 70 to 80-some spots. All right, can everybody hear the question and answers? I mean, that's okay if you don't want to, that's fine.
So how many units do you have that are in the 2,000 area? How many units are in that 2,000 plus area?
I don't know the count of all of those yet. I don't know the count of every type of apartment yet. They're still working on all the floor plan layouts, or the sketch plan, the site plan. Yes, sir.
The garage is a 2-car garage or one? You're allowed 2 cars or one?
No, the garages are totally separate. It is not automatic that you get a garage with your apartment. That we are still working out the details on the garages. Yes, the garages will be available. All the details of that are still being worked on. They are underground garages. Yes, we are adding parking spots on the campus. We are adding underground garages. And we are still working out on all those details. Okay? Yes?
How does it work between if you're on the list for this new facility and you're also on the list for the existing facility? Are those like kind of 2 tandem operations?
Okay, very good question. So, how many people are on both the priority list and the wait list? All right, quite a few. Okay, so if you go through the process of your priority and you select an apartment, you say, all right, I want this apartment, I'm going to put down my 10%, I'm going to sign a reservation agreement, all right? So you're going to have an option, because you have $5,000 over here on the wait list, right? You have an option. You can still stay on this wait list, because remember, it's going to take 2 years for this to be built, right? So if you keep your name on the current wait list, and your name comes up, and we offer you an apartment, and you want that apartment, you say, you know what, yeah, it's 2019, I don't want to wait till 2020. I'll take this apartment in the current building. You can cancel your priority. Your priority is cancelable at any time, 100% fully refundable. So you can take the money that you put there and you can put it over into the current building. Okay, that's one option. The other option is you select your brand new apartment and you can release your $5,000 and just say, nope, I know I want this. I know I'm going to move into this. I'm going to take my name off of the current wait list and I'm going to put my $5,000 towards the new. And then you are not on the current wait list. So that's another option. Please. Hold on.
Okay, can you transfer it all, like, between, let's say you go in, if you take a unit in the existing building, you have to give up your priority, right? Or could you, the question is, like, could you move into one in the old building for a year and then move over, or not?
Yes, it all depends on the apartment that becomes available. If there is a beautiful 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom apartment and you're going to move in 1 year, we don't want to transfer that. We have so many people on the wait list that want the current building, that know that they want that apartment.
Okay.
The less transfers we can do, the less headaches there are. Am I going to say a definite no, you can't do that? No, I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
We prefer not to, but it is a possibility. Okay, Julie over here.
What is the sound insulation going to be in? Going to be like, because I live in a condo right now, a nice condo, and the people above me have tile in some areas, and I hear everything when
Okay.
they're wearing shoes, and that's a concern of mine.
Okay, good question. I don't have all of those details yet. I know the building is going to be concrete. In between floors, I don't have all of this. I don't have all of the building specs yet. It's really sad that the people that have to answer all the questions, we're like the last ones to get them. But that's the way it is. Please stay on top of that question and then ask us again when we get closer, because I do want to have those answers.
During the end of this, you're going to have obviously a lot more people living at this facility than you have currently. What is the facility doing as far as general common eating areas, kitchens, all those types of things to accommodate all these extra people coming in?
Very good question. Can everybody hear the questions okay? Okay. We have kind of like a phase 3. So when all of this is done, and so we are going to be redesigning our current skilled nursing area. And in that area is going to be completely redesigned, and we are adding on dining and kitchens over there. So we are adding dining to accommodate the added population. Where will the dining room be for the new building? It will be what I talked about. Right now, there's not a dining area. There's going to be gathering areas over there, but not a dining room. So the current dining room and then the new dining room over in the healthcare center. When that is done, I don't know. That is still being worked on as the schedule as to when that can start, because the current skilled nursing people have to be able to move to the new skilled nursing area, and then we have to redesign that. Yes.
How many people are on the various waiting lists, both the original one and the priority?
How many people are on the waiting list, both the current waiting list and the priority? We have about 306 on the priority list, and on the current list for the current building, there's roughly 280. And that's all sizes of apartments. Okay, any more questions? How do you find your priority number? Are there appointment cards on here, Renee? No? We will, can you write down your name and number? If on those pieces of paper, on your table. If you have additional questions that you want to ask your sales counselor, please put your name and number and say, please call me, I have a personal question, or I want to know what my priority number is, and we will gather those and collect those, and we'll give you a call. Okay? Another question, Katie?
Yes, for those of us that are on both lists,
Yes.
how do the dollars alter between the two lists? And how far down the list do you intend to go with your appointments that you're starting in April?
I didn't understand the first part of your question.
Okay, so say a one bedroom, the cost for a 1 and 2 bedroom in the current building as compared to the new construction, are there dollar amounts for that? So that we know for those of us that are on both lists.
Yeah, when you had your appointment with your sales counselors, you should have gotten the pricing for the current building. If not, we can get that for you. That's not a problem. We have the pricing for the current building. Oh, and what was the second part of that question? Okay. Okay, well, thank you all for attending. Enjoy your dessert. We will be here for further questions. Please, 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 when you leave, don't forget to pick up this green book. The floor plans are in here. Remember, there are not room dimensions. We promise we will get those to you as soon as I have them, or you'll see them at your design or your floor plan appointment. And then pick up your white envelope with your name on there with the forms. Okay? Thank you very much for attending. Enjoy.